The news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State to commend 2024 edition of Ministerial Press Briefing. Federal government places former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello on watch list. On foreign team, Russia's airstrikes kill 9 people in Ukraine. And then in sports minister sets deadline on appointment of new Super Eagles head coach. And now the details. I am Mike James. All is set for the commencement of the 2024 edition of Ministerial Press Briefing to highlight the activities, projects, programs and future initiatives of the Lagos State government. While speaking with Governor's Office correspondents during the pre-event press briefing, Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, noted that commissioners of various ministries are ready for the next 1 month to inform Lagosians about the activities and achievement of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration. Omotosho said the annual event bill to start on Wednesday, 24th April, was reintroduced to showcase more what the state government is doing in line with the themes plus developmental agenda of traffic management and transportation, health and the environment, education and technology, making Lagos a 21st century economy, entertainment, security and good governance, social inclusion, gender equality and youth engagement. He had this to say.
The medical outreaches that we're going to do as part of the EcoCares program. The EcoCares program itself, by next week, 24th of this month, we are going to be revealing it to show the Lagosians that because of this hardship, Lagos State government is not going to leave them alone. We are not going to leave them to their own devices. We are going to be with them every step of the way until the economy gets out of the woods, and then all of us are comfortable and happy again about what the government is doing about our welfare. So these are some of the things that are going to be hearing from my colleagues, but I assure you that all of the things we are going to obey will make you to be very proud of this administration.
According to him, some of the iconic projects to be unveiled in the future includes the Lekki Ekpe Airport, the 4th Mainland Bridge, Omu Creek Project, Messi Children's Hospital in Lagos Island, General Hospital in Badagry, Mental Health Rehabilitation Center in K2 Ejiri, among others. Omotosho stated that social intervention programs under the EcoCares initiative like Onje Eco program is still ongoing, while the daily feeding of about 1 million Lagosians and distribution of food packs to the 350,000 families will soon commence. The Commissioner hinted that the test run of operations of the newly inaugurated Red Line Rail would commence next week. Lagos State government has reaffirmed that the suspension order placed on Dosumu Market and its environs following the recent fire incident remains in effect. Special advisor to the governor on Central Business Districts, Bola Unmegbo Lawal, clarifying that the state government is actively assessing the affected area to ascertain the extent of damage. Unmegbo Lawal said the assessment includes determining the number of businesses and individuals impacted by the fire, as well as identifying buildings affected by the incident. She urged market traders to exercise patience during this process and also emphasized that the state government is committed to ensuring a thorough evaluation before making any decision regarding the reopening of the market. In a proactive move to uphold environmental standards and combat the menace of environmental pollution, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, has organized a one-day workshop for effluent treatment plants, ETP, personnel across industrial organizations in the state. The workshop with the theme, Effective Operation of Effluent Treatment Plants, was aimed at equipping ETP operators, maintenance officers, supervisors, technical officers, engineers, consultants, and facility managers with the necessary knowledge and skills that would guide their operations and conform with the global standards practice. In his welcome address, Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on the Environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akudu, noted that the workshop highlighted the critical need to treat effluent before discharge into the environment, emphasizing the need for ETP operators and scientific officers in manufacturing industries to ensure compliance with effluent to treatment and discharge regulations. Rotimi Akoto urged manufacturing industries to support the ongoing reforms in the environmental sector by ensuring that effluent is treated before discharge to minimize their impact on public health and the environment. And also speaking, General Manager of LASEPA, Babatunde Ajayi, underscored the significance of the workshop in promoting best practices and ensuring the effective operation of effluent treatment plants to achieve a sustainable environment that is safe, secure and pollution-free for a healthy citizenry and protection of the ecosystem. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has put the immediate former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, on its watch list to prevent him from escaping the country. The Nigerian Immigration Service, in a circular dated April 18, 2024, alerted the police and the Department of State Services to effect his arrest. This came hours after the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission declared Bello wanted in connection to an alleged case of money laundering to the tune of 80.2 billion naira. The EFCC declared Bello wanted on its official Facebook page after failed attempts to arrest him in Abuja. The Nigerian Army has embarked on a week-long weapon handling competition for soldiers within the ranks of corporal and below, drawn from the 6th Division of the Niger Delta region. General Officer Commanding 6th Division, Jamal Abdul Salam, said the competition is aimed at building their endurance and preparing them for the tasks ahead. Abdul Salam said other features of the competition include stripping and assembling of rifles and shooting, physical fitness and obstacle crossing, map reading exercise, combat swimming, and drill competition, among others. He also reiterated the need for soldiers to be physically fit at all times. The National Security Advisor to the President, Nuhu Ribadu, has expressed concern about what he described as the booming illegal firearms market in the north. And this was as he decried the high level of poverty in northern Nigeria, saying the northwest was the worst hit. Ribadu described the president's job as difficult, but was determined to turn the country's situation around. He said the Tinubu-led administration is working hard to change the poverty narrative. Ribadu said the agenda includes provisions for bolstering security initiatives, promoting socio-economic development, and fostering inter-communal dialogue to address grievances and foster reconciliation. And in some foreign news, 2 Russian strikes in Ukraine's central Dnipropetrovsk region have killed 9 people, including 3 children. The station in the main city, Dnipro, came under attack, and several homes were hit further east in Selenkov. President Volodymyr Zelensky said the attack highlighted the need for every city to have adequate air defenses. In a separate strike, Ukraine said that for the first time it had downed a long-range bomber in Russian territory. According to Ukraine's Interior Ministry, 2 children aged 6 and 8 were among 6 people killed when private homes were targeted by Russian strikes on the town of Selenkov. And in sports news, Sports Minister John Enna has announced that the new Super Eagles head coach will be unveiled in the next 2 weeks. The position has remained vacant since the expiration of Osipasero's contract at the end of February. The Technical Committee of the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has reportedly shortlisted 3 coaches for the top job. And also said the NFF has taken time to do a thorough job to make sure the Super Eagles qualify for the World Cup after a poor start. It will be recalled that the Super Eagles drew the first 2 World Cup qualifiers with Lesotho and Zimbabwe last December. In our news at 10, but just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, trafficradio961.ng. And did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview programs? Well, you can get more details. It's on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. all is set for the commencement of the 2024 edition of Ministerial Press Briefing to highlight the activities, projects, programs and future initiatives of the Lagos State government. The federal government has put the immediate former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, on its watch list to prevent him from escaping the country. And we also told you that 2 Russian strikes in Ukraine's central Dnipropetrovsk region have killed 9 people, including 3 children. In sports Minister John Enna has announced that the new Super Eagles head coach will be unveiled in the next 2 weeks. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good morning.